Okay, once we have the model, we are gonna create our plans. Okay, the plans is already here. Okay, all what you see here, they are already plans. But what we have to do is prepare them for printing. Okay, so first of all, we need to know which are the plans that we are gonna really use. The other ones we can take it here, or we can even delete them if we don't want it. Okay, because anytime we want them to go back, we'll come here in view, structural plans or floor plans, and you can take them back. Okay, so if you wish, you can just go to the plans that you are not going to use, like ground, level 1, level 2, parapet, side, all these plans. If you wish, you can even delete them. I'm not going to do it, but if you in a project that's small like this one, we don't do it. But in a big project, we only keep the plans that we are really going to use, because we have thousands of plans. If we count sections, everything, we have a lot of information, and we don't want information that is not worth of it. Okay, so the ones that we are going to prepare is the roof, the ground, and the first floor. Or if you wish, we can also prepare the top of the footing, but only these ones. When we prepare a plan, okay, let's go for the first floor. When we prepare a plan, the first thing that we have to do is ask ourselves which are the elements that have to be shown on that plan. Okay? So basically have to be shown all the annotation, that is all these elements, grid, views, beams, and columns. It's a structural plan. Why we don't show the plans, the floorings? Because if we show the flooring, we won't see the beams and the columns, because we'll see the columns if they continue, but not the beams. So we want to see all the beams, or secondary beams, or any type of a structure that we have. So the floor, that is usually a plate that is all on the top of our structure, is covering the structure, so we don't see it. Okay, so usually in the first plans we don't show it. We'll have a specific plan that will show the reinforcement, but this you will do it in the structural courses. Okay, there's a plan specific for the floor plans, showing all the reinforcement that you have done. Okay, so first of all, we are gonna select. We can do it manually like this, or we can do it like this. We can select everything, filter, check none, and we are gonna select the floors. Okay, and then right bottom, hide in view, category directly, because in this type of plan we are not gonna show any of the floorings. Okay, so now we don't have the floorings. We have the beams, the columns, and the annotation. So let's prepare our plan. What you said, one of the questions that one of you asked before, how we know where we have to place all these elements. Okay, so what we should do is to make reference plans. So we can create a reference plan, for example, in 100 milli. We will decide the distance, but we will create it, reference plans all around, okay, with the same distance. You can even, so all these reference plans are to help me to organize better the drawing. Okay, I'm just creating reference plans. Escape twice here from this bottom here, or RP. Okay, reference plans. Now the only thing that I have to do is take all the elements and bring it there. Organize all my elements there. I took this one also to make sure that this one is in the middle. I can create another reference plan here. It's not exactly in the middle, but I will have this one. So this is how you should work. This is not how you usually work, but this is how you should work. You should be working in a way that everything is in the same distance. Everything, it looks nice. So very well organized. Then, for example, these ones that we can't read it. So we come to this point and we open it. And in the other one. So now we will be able to read everything. Okay? In this direction, we can take this one. We can extend this reference plan. The reference plan won't be printed. It's just to help me, okay? So I don't want to disturb with this axe, so my south elevation can be placed here. I will move the reference plan here. So I will go up and move also the north elevation to make sure that everything is on its place. Okay? Now you have the question that you asked me, no? Where I should place them. So I will place them organized all around the plan that I want to print. But I will place them afterwards. I have the plan, not until I have the plan. Because this is the last step before I print it. Because if the plan change, all these elements, you will move them a bit. Okay? This usually we do it in the last minute. And sometimes if all the studios are in a rush and don't be able to do it properly, and sometimes they don't do it like this. They should, but sometimes it don't happen. But for you that you are students, you have to learn how to do it properly and do everything the best thing you can. Okay? Now, you have all the elements. Do they look like they should? Anyone can ask that? Sorry? The thing is that if we are in the first stages of the project, these elements, the ones that are in section, should be shaded. If we are in another moment of the project, these elements will have the reinforcement instead of the shade. But usually they will never show like this. It will show like this plus the reinforcement, or it will show like shaded. If I want to shade them, I'm gonna draw in 2D, okay? It's 2D details. So I'm gonna go to annotate, but it's not a 3D, it's something in 2D. Annotate, region, field region. And I'm gonna create my own field region, edit, duplicate, and it's gonna be section, dark gray, okay? So, okay. I'm gonna go for the fill pattern into solid. The line weight, instead of thick, we'll go for number 6. This you will have to try, okay? You will have to go and print and see how they look like, and this number you will change it. But as I am using this number all the time, it will print the same for all the lines that we use with this type of fill region. So if I print one of my plans and I see that they are too thick or not enough thick, I will come and change this number. And all the plans that I have done, they will change. Okay, that's the good thing of here, is that all the elements are related. I change one number, it will change in the whole plans. That's why we do it from here. Black, dark gray, okay. So now I create my column. Say okay. I think it's not enough thick. Let's try. Let's go for the, this should be too much because it's the maximum, or not, or it's going the other way around. Let me check. Maybe this way, maybe one is the thicker. Let me check. It doesn't seem different. Maybe when we print, but let me check. No, I don't have thin lines. Okay, if they don't are thick enough, we have another way of doing it. Okay, which is the way we selected this, edit boundary, and and we can select all our lines, and here when we select the lines, it appears this, and we can go for white lines. This is how I explained in the other class. I thought it was better to do it by numbers, but I saw that the number at least is not represented in the screen. I'm not sure in the printing. So we better go for this, that is for sure that it works. You see? So now this fill region, I can copy, or I can do it again, or I can do an array. I'm gonna copy it. It's easier. Multiple. Can do it one by one, or I can copy one side and then copy all on the same time. You have to take care in this plan, in the first floor, you won't do this one because the columns here are stopped. Okay, if we go to the 3D, you see we are cutting through this elevation, 1 point something from the first floor. So this column is not continuing, so we won't got it in section. Okay, we won't even need to see it. Okay, we go to the first floor, have like this. Then when we go to the ground floor, we'll have to do the same for both columns, okay, in the both buildings. You have to fix this one as we have fixed all the others, okay? You see? The good thing when you do reference plans, all the elements come with you, okay? So, but I will have to do something different. Okay, I forgot one element. We have to do the parapet. So from the roof level, we are going to create the parapet. In this country, the parapet can be two ways. What is more common? First way, 10 centi of concrete that it grows from the beam, that is like a structural wall, or CMU walls. So if we want to create it with a concrete wall, we'll go for a structural wall, again, edit type, duplicate first, 100, that is 10 centi, edit type, we change the dimension, and the material as always for the structure, concrete cast in place gray. Okay, and we will create our parapet all around. Be careful, we have to do it from the exterior core, that is the structure, because it's a structural element. Okay, and we will go from the roof level to the parapet. Apply. Sometimes don't let me. Or we can do it from roof level and connect it and 1.5 meters. Yes, 1